I'm KV Dahl. My family's been in the car business since 1911, and I love cars. I think about cars all the time, and heck, I even dream about cars. I was born with a dipstick in my mouth and gasoline in my veins. And this is my garage. Welcome to this week's KV Dahl's Garage. I've been saving this one. It's one of my favorites. It's a 1956 Lincoln Premier four-door sedan, black and white two-tone. Absolutely a phenomenal car. So the story goes back, 1956. My dad's 16 years old. He's living in La Crosse, and he rides his bike around the neighborhood. And one of the doctors that was one of their neighbors on Main Street, Dr. Bruder, I believe, had this car. He drove his bike past it and he looked at it and he thought, if I could ever have a car like that, I'd know that I'd arrived. So go ahead and jump forward to 1966, 1967. My dad's selling cars at Dahl Ford in La Crosse, and he goes back the next morning to see what trades were there. And behold the glory, there is a 1956 Lincoln Premier, and it was his neighbor's car. So immediately he took the keys, took the car. He'd always loved the car. Took the car and he took it home. My grandpa found out and he kind of threw a fit and he said, "Vinci, you can't do that. This is how our people make a living, and you've got to at least pay the company, you know, what the company put in the car on trade." 1967. So he pulled the green card, and they had allowed him $75. The car was all original. It had about 40,000 miles on it. But now you got to remember, in 1967, if you had a 1956 Lincoln Premier on your lot, you would never run out of cars because these things were absolutely sale-proof. So Dad got the car, had it in La Crosse for some time. I think he had the body shop in La Crosse repaint the black part. Jump forward to today, the car's got 55,000 miles on it, and I've got some of my best memories of as a kid in this car. I mean, I can remember 2-3 years old driving in the car. My dad was so worried about the power windows and me putting my hand in, and these power windows, they'll take your finger off. It's just a beautiful car. Let's take a look at it. Black and white, which is a hard two-tone to pull off. You've got 1 year only styling on this car. A 55 is completely different than a 56 Lincoln. And a 57, they kind of ruined the 56 look. They put big fins on it. It doesn't look like it was well designed. This car, man, it checks all the boxes. Got this great body line right here in the middle of all the panels that goes from the front to the back. Eyebrow that goes around the front headlight that comes forward. It gives it almost a look that the car is moving when it's standing still. And then you've got these very nice subtle tail fins on the back of the car. Lincoln in gold plating right here on the fender, and in the back, Premier with the big sunburst, which you'll see all over the car, including the center caps of all 4 hubcaps, the center caps of the steering wheel, and I think a couple other places on the car. The other thing that you see on this car is the Lincoln Knight. This Lincoln Knight with this hood ornament makes it look like it's flying. It's almost looks like it's leading the car down the road. You've got Lincoln up here, and you've got these great little accent pieces that really kind of accentuate the headlight and the way that hood kind of drops down. Your parking lights are built right into the bumper. Gosh, these bumpers are just molded in so that they just look like they grew on the car. Really, really nice looking car. Let's take a look on the inside. This is mid-century modern to the max. Take a look at these door panels. You've got this nice little sweep right there. Here's your door handle right here. People that aren't into old cars, that I give them a ride in this car, they look around, where's the door handle? Again, you've got your sunburst right here on the vent window push. If you take a look inside the car, they really got it on that. It is black and white to match the outside, and I absolutely love how in the insert material, the fabric, it has tinsel, silver tinsel woven into the fabric. I mean, it just looks awesome. You've got Lincoln right here on the sill panels, and on the rubber molded floor mats, right in the middle, you've got the Lincoln Knight with the crest below it. Just super cool. The dashboard is just done so tastefully. I mean, when you drive this car, you feel like you've arrived, like my dad felt if he could ever have a car like this. Coming around to the back, again, you've got your Lincoln Knight right here on the C-pillar. You've got your Lincoln Knight with the crest right on the ashtray in the back seat, because everybody smoked back then, so you had to have ashtrays everywhere. You got little vent windows right back here past the C-pillar. Around to the back of the car, look, you even have a rear speaker in the back between the window and the rear seat. Once again, Premier with the starburst. And coming around to the back of the car, these taillights just look so cool coming out of that fin. And this line kind of matches the front line in the back. Your exhaust comes out of the rear bumpers, which is super cool. And back here, your gas filler right underneath the license plate. Probably my favorite thing about this car though is how to open the trunk. You've got your Lincoln Knight on the back trunk, just like you did on the front, but to put the key in to open the trunk, you lift the Knight's shield just like that. And then you can insert the key and open the trunk, and you can fit a lot of people in this trunk. Lincoln once again right here, and you've got kind of a matching black and white kind of an applique there that matches the front and just gives it a nice clean look. One of my favorite cars. Let's take a look under the hood. Drop back door right here so you can reach in and pull up this massive hood. Underneath here, you've got the Lincoln Y block. And this thing was a lot bigger than the Ford Y block. I'm not sure the numbers, but they're gonna be on the screen right now. And just take a look at this under the hood. You've got Lincoln 8 right on the valve covers. This engine is painted this neat turquoise green color. And man, it just is a smooth running car, and you can pass anything with this car except for a gas station. I think it gets about 8 to 10 miles per gallon, but if you need to go, you step this thing down and it goes. 55,000 original miles. We're the second owner of the car, and another really cool thing about this car, I was looking in the glove box, and we've got a letter from the original owner, Victor F.J. Bruder, from 2205 Main Street in La Crosse, Wisconsin, addressed to KV Dahl Motors, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Dear Mr. Dahl, I was very interested to know that my Lincoln Premier 1956 is being preserved as an antique car for a future date. I thought you might be interested in the enclosed bill of sale from the 1956 Lincoln Premier, as well as the bills of sale from my husband's previous 3 Lincolns. As his last model was his pride and joy, and the envy of his colleagues at the Gunderson Clinic, I thought you might like to add this to the other brochures that went along with the car. If you recall, this model was the first automobile to receive a designer's award, and I first believed to be equipped with all of the power conveniences: steering, brakes, windows, 4-way seats, a 2-radio speaker, etc. Yours truly, Eleanor Bruder. Very, very cool stuff to have with the car, along with the original bill of sale from Bob Barlow Motors in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Looks like they bought the car in 3/31 of 1956. And you know, the sticker price on this was $5,400. They had some accessories put on it, including white walls, power brakes, tinted glass, heater, radio, a wax job, an under seal, and install the Spotlight rear view side mirror, which is really cool too. And here it is, the rear view mirror with the Spotlight. When I was a kid driving around in this car with my dad, we thought it was so cool to drive this thing around at night, and I would spot the light into my friend's bedroom windows. Yeah, I think he thought it was kind of funny too. But then you can see on the back side of it is your rear view mirror. A nice accessory. And back then they would use this to look for addresses at night, you know, spot houses, find out where you were going because back then there was no nav, this was your nav. So absolutely beautiful car, 1956 Lincoln Premier 4-door sedan in black and white that checks all the boxes. So if you're into the preservation of automobile history, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.